Are you finding it hard to learn anything? Well, buckle up because today I'm unveiling the ultimate guide, 10 mind tricks to learn anything fast. Have you ever wondered how some people effortlessly grasp new skills, languages, or facts? What if I told you there's a treasure trove of mental tricks that can supercharge your learning abilities? Join me on this mind-bending journey as we explore the art of accelerated learning. From memory hacks to focus tricks, these mind-bending techniques will have you mastering subjects at warp speed. So are you ready to hack your brain for accelerated learning? Number 1. Mastery through modification. Ever heard of the trick of feeling like a pro when you're actually not? It happens a lot when you're learning something new. You study a bit, pick up a few tricks, and boom, you think you're a master. Take drawing, for example. Some people think they're awesome artists after one good sketch. They look at the first drawing and believe they know it all. It feels simple, maybe even dull, but just because it feels easy doesn't mean you've mastered it. So how do you avoid falling into this trap? A cool way to really learn something is by making changes. Let's say you're good at drawing faces from the front, it's getting a bit boring and you feel stuck. Time to test yourself. Tweak your routine a bit, draw a face from a slightly different angle, challenge yourself to go faster or use a different tool. These small changes are super important. They keep your practice exciting, help you improve on weak points, and most importantly, they keep you down to earth while you're learning. Number 2, chewing gum. Some people chew gum to make their breath smell fresh, and others just enjoy the minty or fruity taste. But guess what? Chewing gum might do more than that. It can make your brain learn things quicker. Studies found that chewing gum has lots of good effects on how your brain works. People who chew gum are usually more awake and feel less stress. A study from 2011 showed that even when people took tests in a noisy place meant to distract them, those who chewed gum stayed more focused and got less stress out. Basically, chewing gum helped them stay calm and pay attention. But wait, there's more! In 2009, another study found that chewing gum makes you more alert and helps you pay attention for a longer time. In 2015, a different study found that chewing gum can keep you happy and motivated while you work. And there are even studies from the early 2000s that say different gum flavors can make your brain more open and flexible. Lots of studies show that simple habit can make you learn faster, do better, and concentrate for a longer time. So the next time you're getting ready to work, don't forget to grab a piece of gum. Number 3, multiple mediums. Do you always study in the same way? Have you been using flashcards or study guides for all your tests? If so, it might be good to change things up. Try using different ways when you study. You can use flashcards, make a drawing, and say the info out loud. Mixing these ways activates new parts of your brain, keeps more detailed info, and helps you understand things from different angles. So don't stick to the same methods all the time. Try different ways to learn more stuff quickly. Number 4, musical stress relief. Lots of people find it hard to study without music playing. Some say it makes them work better, while others need it to focus. So here's a big question. Does music really help you learn faster? Many studies say yes. They show that music makes your brain more open to new info and even helps your memory by getting different parts of your brain involved. But the coolest thing about listening to music often goes unnoticed. Music is like a big stress reliever. It really helps to calm your nerves during tests and make you feel more relaxed overall. So you can do your best work. Simply put, music makes you feel happier, sharpens your thinking, and boosts your confidence, making you more productive no matter what you're tackling. Number 5, speed read. Most people read about 200 words in 1 minute, which is like spending 2 minutes on each page. I know it might seem quick, but it's not as amazing as you might think. Actually, it's the same speed people had when reading 100 years ago. But here's the issue. The total amount of information in the world is doubling every year, so how do you keep up? The simplest answer is the best one. If you can take in information faster, you can learn faster. In just a few weeks, you can learn to read between 700 and 1,000 words every minute. You won't read everything in the world, but you'll get through a lot of it, for sure. Number 6, practice in pieces. What if you try to read all your notes at once? How much do you think you'll remember? Probably not as much as you want. Our brains aren't good at remembering a lot of information all at once. We deal with many things every day, lots of sounds, lots of shapes, but our memory for keeping things for a long time is slower. That's why it's a good idea to learn by practicing in smaller pieces. Instead of spending a whole day reading all your notes, just read a few pages each day. If you learn it in smaller bits of time and information, you'll remember a whole lot more. Number 7, the hard road. When you need to learn something new, do you try to find quicker ways like shortcuts? Everybody wants to figure out the fastest and easiest method to remember stuff. But the truth is, choosing the more difficult way usually works better in the end. Let's say you write your notes by hand. It's slower than typing and not as easy, but those handwritten notes really stay in your memory. Even if it feels like you're spending too much time, having to type your notes over and over wouldn't have the same good impact on your brain. What I'm saying is that taking shortcuts doesn't always make learning faster. Most times, the harder path is also the more effective one. Number 8, intellectual hydration. Did you know that drinking water can make your brain work better? A study in 2012 found that having water while taking a test can really improve your grades. College students who sipped water during their exams did up to 10% better, which means they got a higher grade just because they drank some water. And it's not only about tests. Drinking water helps your brain understand things, remember stuff, and solve tricky problems. Why? Because water helps your brain do its job right. The cool part is that you can drink water anytime, anywhere. For example, if you're chilling on your couch with a book, taking a few minutes to make a cup of tea can do wonders. That one cup not only keeps your body hydrated, but also boosts your short-term memory, strengthens your long-term memory, and makes you excited about learning new things. So whether you're studying, reading, or even listening to a podcast, grab a drink. Your brain will be really happy about it. Number 9, weaving subjects. Back in 2008, a bunch of smart researchers found something interesting about learning. Turns out you can learn faster by studying something different. They did a study where they asked people to recognize artists from 6 of their paintings. Some people look at each artist's paintings in groups, and the others saw all the paintings mixed up. Guess what? The ones who saw the mixed-up paintings remembered more. Why? Well, mixing up different styles and subjects makes it easier for your brain to remember new stuff. Number 10, the sleep sandwich. Imagine you have an important presentation and you've just got one day to get ready. How can you learn a bunch of stuff quickly? Many people try cramming. They study a lot for hours, even pulling an all-nighter. But despite working hard, they end up forgetting about half of what they wanted to remember. Why does this happen? Because the info doesn't stick in their long-term memory. You expose your brain to lots of things, but it only keeps a little because it needs time to store info. That's the issue with late-night cramming. Your brain doesn't get the chance to save all the things you need to remember. That's why scientists suggest a sleep sandwich. Instead of one long study session, study, sleep, and then study some more. The sleep sandwich is great because sleep helps you remember more. Storing memories is a big job for a good night's sleep. While your mind rests, your unconscious is busy storing stuff in your long-term memory. When you pull an all-nighter, you stop your brain from learning and saving those memories. Plus, you make your brain feel tired, slow, and not very good overall. So skip studying until 4 o'clock in the morning. If you need last-minute learning, study for a few hours, get a good night's sleep, and then continue in the morning. And there you have it, folks. The mind-bending journey through the 10 mind tricks to learn anything fast has come to an end. I hope these tricks revolutionize the way you approach learning and supercharge your quest for knowledge. Which trick are you most excited to try? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. If you enjoyed this mind-expanding content, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your fellow learners, and subscribe for more brain-boosting insights.